Hey guys, it's Morali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. I thought I'd bring it a different kind of view. The way the sun is beating down on me on my terrace is absolutely gorgeous right now. I feel like it's just back in summer, back in June, July. So I thought I'd bring a different location and bring it to you guys outside. Now this particular interview is interesting because although Sophie doesn't speak much, Leanne does.
He's not genuine, and that's when I started to be like, oh, this wasn't genuine, and I've been whatever, and that's when I was like, oh, he's just...
And she also discusses Mike and Priscilla and how she felt that Mike wasn't genuine with her. Hey guys, it's Morali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, Morali. Do subscribe, buy some merch, and let's get into this video. We have so much to dissect and analyze. First and foremost, let's kick into Sophie. I genuinely feel like she was, not revealing too much. I do find it to be quite shocking that she still is dating this particular kind of person.
Yeah, just see what happens, really. Yes.
So do you know what you're wearing for your surprise date tonight with Connor?
Do you know what?
Especially with the explicit racist messages that came out and what her ex was saying. Although the messages weren't seen to us, the Sun does claim that obviously that they were given these messages and they have seen them. And the reason why I perhaps do believe the Sun is because we do have a lot of islanders who go to the Sun to quote and do interviews. So I find this to be quite interesting. They have a long history with Love Islanders, so I do find this to be something that perhaps could be true. But when it comes to Leanne, I feel like now I'm beginning to kind of understand her, point of view.
But
Do you miss him sometimes?
do I miss him?
The hesitation's real,
Do you know what? But it is like...
And while she's coming across, and she was genuinely saying that she felt like things with Mike were going a bit wrong because she felt that he was just being a bit too much. When somebody is way too full on and there's a bit of a personality clash, it definitely can form something a bit different, and I can feel that kind of frustration that she has as an individual, as a person. When somebody's just on you, you get the ick because they're constantly on you and you just don't like it. You feel a bit trapped. It's your only option. Nobody else is there for you to play around and see.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you miss Mike?
Right.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Right, when I listen.
So eventually she finally got the ick, and I genuinely understand that. She's here for Priscilla. I'm glad that she is, and she's not throwing any shade or anything. She mentions that, she's happy for Mike and Priscilla, that Mike looks good, that they look better together.
Full seeing him getting close with Priscilla now.
I'm not gonna lie, we were saying yesterday that they look really good.
Okay.
And I feel like everyone thinks, oh my god, Leanne's bitter, Leanne's like...
But she also expresses that she felt like Mike was not genuine with her throughout, especially in the latter half of her time there, especially because of the way he was moving to Jess in front of Leanne, number one, and number two, the fact that he was saying all of these words to Jess which is what he said to Leanne. Now I do agree, and this is why he's playing a game, and I feel like the game is the game, and she recognises that.
And what made you go off him? Because they just got to a point where you were like, I'm done with this guy.
Well, do you know what it is?
The ick.
Yeah.
The ick, exactly.
Do you know what it is though? I feel like I did kind of say from the start that the pressure and just everything, because he's quite full on.
And I feel like we all know Mike is playing a game, and Mike knows himself that he's playing a game. He knows that we can see it, he does not care, and I feel like that can be quite, refreshing.
I thought it was a
full on in what way?
He's quite because he's quite open. He just, how do I say this?
He just makes you feel like he will reassure you any moment of the day that you...
But at the same time, if you are saying the same words to somebody that you said to somebody else that we thought we were close with, people are entitled to feel a certain type of way. So I can now see it more from Leanne's perspective. I feel like this particular interview was much better. She was just a bit more open, a bit more carefree, casual, spoke about what she wants to do, wants to go into radio, wants to go into presenting, and I just feel like I'm glad that she spoke on the mic situation properly, because we needed to get her side out, and I feel like last time it just wasn't as clear.
Good, but I feel like when you're not really sure about a situation, it kind of just drives you the other way.
Also expresses that they weren't really compatible, that there was a personality clash that we obviously did not see as much. We only saw them, being a bit more giddy, being a bit more close and intimate, so of course we're going to build a different narrative within our minds, but she expresses that they just did not get on well as much, and that they just did not seem as compatible, and you could see that perhaps there was a personality clash between both of them.
It's a bit too full on.
It was a bit too full on, and we weren't that compatible. Like, he's quite serious, I'm quite like, everything I say is like a joke or sarcastic or whatever.
I mean, Well, you felt quite bad
I did
when you
feel
were
really
leaving
bad.
on that night because you
Oh.
looked really upset.
Did Mike make you feel a certain way? X or Y, yes or no? And she kind of was avoiding that question. So I feel like there definitely was some little hidden tension there. And I'm very glad that she just seemed a bit more relaxed here. And I feel like we need that because it is just refreshing. Because there is a lot of confusion for us as an audience to find out what Leanne meant and what she said. You know, she is entitled to say no regrets, which is what she said last time, which is fine. But at the same time, it doesn't really clear the mist or the air for, you know, the audience who was so involved and invested in their time together. And I feel like I genuinely understand Leanne's side far more better now, and I feel like she just got a bit of a bad edit to an extent, but at the same time she was also saying a little bit of madness. I feel like both Mike and Leanne are both accountable and responsible for the breakdown of that situation. I feel like Mike was being very full on, and the lack of awareness for that clearly shows that he was playing the game way too much, that he didn't really care for Leanne's feelings, because if you're doing too much and the other person can sense that it's not what they want, you should be able to back off if you genuinely like that person. And I feel like perhaps he was doing too much, and that's how she got the ick, which anybody can develop in a small, close proximity environment. Let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to this interview. Let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to this particular situation. Like, I'm happy Leanne has spoken out. Sophie was keeping it a bit quiet. She wasn't really saying much. And I just feel like, you know, the fact that she's still dating Connor, I don't really rate that, because nobody really liked him as a person. I don't know what she sees in him, but you know, it is what it is. Let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to this video. Please do subscribe. Click that button for daily and consistent content. And I'll catch you guys soon for another video.